and that's what he does best. He is a deflection master.
In practice, more than twice as many deflections as any of his teammates. Cooper Flagg on the receiving end. With 17 points tonight, 14 for Scovins. Off the spin, James has a chance for three.
And you know it's coming. Defense is going to dig down and make you think as opposed to just instinctually make a play.
James drives it. Up top, Maluach's back on the floor and an easy dunk.
You know how to play. I mean, here's drive, kick. There's the pump fake on the closeout. Get into the paint, head up. Just throw it above the defense. I mean, that's experience.
5 for 9 on the other. 15-2 Blue Devil run. James got tripped up into Maluach, and Maluach takes a hit and still finishes.
He's got a big job ahead of him. Krivas out of the game, but if Asar is in, and another thing that Brown can do is pass the ball extremely well.
And a terrific pass, just not enough pressure on Malik Brown, but that was a
By the way, Motiejus Krivas picked up his third foul. He's gone to the bench as James will slam it home for Duke to make it a 4-point game.
Side of the court here. When the ball goes into the middle, just not enough pressure on the ball.
Jones, little stop and go. Lost it. 2-on-1. Knueppel. James, and the finish.
Well, you cannot guard a run out. This is not part of transition defense. But a good job. The ball really never touched the floor. And Dylan Cardwell trying to stop what would have been an easy dunk. It was a hard dunk because of the foul. But Sion James, that is a big possession here. Auburn needs a bucket.
Jones on the drive. Tried to go 1-on-2 and paid the price.
Proctor with 3. Kick out James. Rims in a 3 to beat the buzzer. Inside, Waterman sent away. Sion James recovering. And Knueppel goes right around. Already have one ranked win this season against Indiana. Yep. First ranked win for the program since 2021. Jeez. That was aggressive.
You're not ready for it, but Sion James.
And it forces Duke to take the timeout.
Trapping half-court pressure, easy lob, Maluach downstairs connects.
I mean, this is just so simple. Look how spread the floor is. James just throws it up near the rim.
That's almost.
I mean, you're this close, and you shot 26% from the floor in the first half. Right? Yes. So I don't know if the paint was falling off the wall in the locker room, but that works, and that has worked all game.
And grazed the rim. Anderson no good.
So all of that means you're going to have maybe 40 games to play.
But I mean, you're going to get a letdown in there.
No, there's no letdown.
James.
O'Connor had a jar loose, 10 on the timer. And picked off by Sion James. To a trailing Proctor. Bang from downtown. Mismatch. Flagg defended by Woody Newton. Flagg another offensive rebound. James a deep 3. Got it. Chance opportunities. Presented by Cooper Flagg. Being paid off from downtown. Up 5. Skip pass to Proctor. James off the bounce. Counted in the foul.
Really good around the goal, but that was a great job by Hammond to draw 2 defenders and leave Lawal alone.
Quick pass, Flagg, the catch, dunk, and foul on Lawal.
7th triple of the year, and Virginia Tech a 2-point advantage. Malik Brown, Sion James baseline.
But Virginia Tech just can't get inside.
How about the steal? Maluach to Flagg. To James for the dunk.
When I've got to go on the road to play against a team that's not meeting expectations, you see an up and under finish by James.
Warm up as you look at this from James.
You see James come there, a little contact there, be able to finish. Both Jalen Lowe and Ishmael Leggett out of the painted areas. We get a look at Duke's starting five. Sion James, that won the last 7 games with him at the point. And you see him dropping the dime to Maluach.
So Duke already 4 made baskets on 4 assists, and that's been how their offense has been clicking for several games now. Really dishing it well, and a big-time block. And also a whistle on the play with 14:19 to go as James.
There's still 3.5 to go in the first half. James, lob, Maluach again. And they are really looking for Khaman Maluach.
Here goes Cleveland on the drive and rejected. My goodness.
James into the painted area, and one. He'll be off to the line as he slices in for the basket.
Jon Scheyer has talked about his connectors. The 2 connectors for the Duke Blue Devils.
Proctor thought about it.
Zone defensively from BC.
Flagg slams it in. Man, can he get up in a heartbeat. So Duke with a response, and how about this? The pick by James. He'll slam it in. Trey Parker was looking to his bench.
They haven't had many early.
Entry here for Flagg. The kick for Proctor. In and out. Rebounded to James on the tip. He lays it up and in. He's hit on play 2. He'll be headed to the line with 6 seconds to go.
Seth Trimble guarding Cooper Flagg. He's given up a lot of size. And an easy one as Flagg finds Sion James. And Duke, as it stands right now, would only have 3 more quad 1 opportunities. Auburn, I believe, would have 8 more. Just the strength of schedule. Look out. James from Knueppel.
Great rotation by Duke. He got him wide open down low from Maluach. Hey! And Maluach stuffs it on the feed from James. Lampkin needs to sprint back defensively. You got to come up with something new against Duke, I guess. Another pocket pass. And Brown brings the Thunder off the drop down from James.
As he hits the 3, a look at the Clemson Tigers and their starting 5, including the Hunters. And Shefflin, a big body in the middle. On the run, and up and in by Sion James as he got it to go.
He's been really terrific. When you talk about James, he's one of the guys who came with that transfer portal. They've won some outstanding guys. Gillis, who's not.
That's impressive as heck. 7:27 to go first half. Favorite Cameron Indoor. The inbounds and a slam from Maluach.
He uses the left hand quite a bit as well.
He really does. Both hands around the rim, yes.
James penetrates off the window and a foul too.
That's so underrated. He wasn't underrated when he played at Tulane. He's not underrated in the eyes of Jon Scheyer. He's not underrated in the eyes of his team.
Just like McNeely, in my opinion, Brody's another player that doesn't shoot enough. Once again, you're shooting 41% from 3. You should be looking to let it go every opportunity you get. Oh, that's a great pass.
And a great slam, Maluach.
And so Duke is meeting him with that. They're not putting Virginia on the line either. So both these teams playing great offense. And that's another example of Malik Brown being a playmaker at the top of the key.
Duke with a couple of big blocks here in the first half. James will penetrate, bank it in, and he's off to the foul line looking for a 3-point play.
15-1 in the league. Ugachukwu, get that out of here. Sion James into the front row.
I think that's another thing to point out with Duke defending.
It's a 20-6 run to start the half. And James makes it 22.
Daquan Davis, the freshman from Baltimore, to Chandler Jackson with a floater. And Flagg, his first rebound of the night. James ahead from Maluach. Catch, layup, good. 2-0 Duke. Sion James into traffic against Bowen and 1.
Carolina needs to get out in transition in this game. Duke wants to make them a half-court team. Another turnover, just trying to make the home run pass.
Duke in transition. James up and good with the left hand, and the lead is up to 5. Came off the bench the first month or so, has turned into a starter and a very important part of this team. And he drives and hits and has a chance for 3.
I watched Sion James play at Tulane. I thought he was really good, but I didn't know he was this good.
Davis has been scorching hot recently. And turns it over again. So back-to-back possessions where the heels turn it over. Foster got it.
Duke needs somebody. James spinning into the lane. Yes.
A much-needed bucket for the Blue Devils. Sion James attacking the rim.
Back for Knueppel outside the three. Carolina fans love the defensive effort. But in the end, Duke lines up with the basket and driven in by James. Of 25 points or more. That's an all-time ACC record. James off the hesitation, beautifully done.
And smart play by James. He gets Withers in the air. Withers already playing with 2 fouls. Fortunate not to pick up one on that last possession.
They could have tripped up Duke, but it really hasn't.
Another one.
Now the slam by Gunba.
What a job he does to transfer to Tulane. That's a great job.
It's the deck real hard. Got it free somehow. And one! As James came in to clean it up and took the foul too.